and me against the world, and it's in forest. Chill out. Fuck!
Luis Lopez, the dynamic protagonist of the Ballad of Gay Tony and the Grand Theft Auto series, is often hailed as an underrated gem. As a Dominican-American navigating the complex and often perilous streets of Liberty City, Luis brings a unique blend of authenticity and grit to the GTA universe. His character, deeply rooted in the cultural and social fabric of New York, showcases a blend of loyalty, resilience, and a touch of brashness, typical of the city's spirit. Despite being overshadowed by other characters in the series, Luis's compelling storyline and multifaceted personality make him a standout character, deserving of more recognition in the expansive world of GTA. In today's video, we are going to explore the entire life of Luis Lopez. Before we talk about the finer points of today's topic, please show us some appreciation by liking and subscribing. It makes a big impact for us. Thank you.
Coming over, okay? So wake up. You hear me? Wake up.
The life of Luis Lopez in his tender years. In the bustling streets of Northwood, Algonquin, and Liberty City, Luis, a young man of Dominican descent, grew up under the watchful eye of his mother, Adriana Yanira Lopez.
Hey, bro, be polite when you talk about my mother, man.
Raised on Frankfurt Avenue, his life was a tapestry of urban challenges and close-knit family bonds. His older brother, Ernesto, and younger sister, Leta Lopez Wilkinson, shared his journey, though their father, a U.S. Marine, had left them at a tender age. Luis's childhood was deeply influenced by his mother, a pillar of strength not only for him but also for his best friends Armando Torres and Enrique Bardas.
Hi, Luis. You look tired.
Hey, mommy, I've been working, you know.
The neighborhood was a complex web of influences, including Oscar and Alonso Gomez, Teddy Benavidez, and Willie Valerio. These older kids, by 3 years, were the gatekeepers to the darker paths of drug dealing, inadvertently shaping Luis's early years.
Hey, loco, we are family, man. But family doesn't mean we have to live up here slinging dope to a bunch of suburban punks from Alderney.
Amidst this backdrop, Luis dabbled in rap, with Enrique providing beats. However, his attempts at music often met with laughter, not acclaim.
It's all right, man.
He's like the daddy I never had.
His scrawny frame during those years was a stark contrast to the muscular build he developed later in life. The trio of friends, Luis, Armando, and Enrique, shared many adventures, including a daring theft of liquor from Principal Fisher's office, a testament to their youthful recklessness. Trouble seemed to follow Luis. At 17, a protective streak led him to a juvenile hall stint for shooting a teacher who had wronged his sister. This incident, curiously, never marred his criminal record. In 2001, his life took another turn when he was arrested for Grand Theft Auto, a charge he took upon himself, covering for Armando and Enrique. This prison term transformed him physically, as he built his physique to survive the harsh environment. By the time Luis emerged from prison, his siblings had moved away, leaving him as the primary breadwinner for his mother. His brushes with the law didn't end there. In 2003, he was arrested again for assault, but managed to avoid prison. Despite distancing himself from his former associates, the LCPD still suspected his involvement with Gomez and Valerio, marking a period of suspicion and struggle in Luis's life.
Oh, how are you?
I'm good, boss. How are you? Ooh, you look terrible.
That's good, because I am terrible. Wretched.
What's wrong?
The time when he met the man who will change his life, Gay Tony. In 2005, at the age of 22, Luis's life took a pivotal turn. He crossed paths with Gay Tony Prince, a charismatic nightclub owner, who offered him a job as his bodyguard. This encounter marked the beginning of a profound transformation in Luis's life.
I should be sent to prison, shouldn't I?
Yeah, most definitely.
The bond between Tony and Luis grew rapidly, evolving into a deep, father-son-like connection. Embracing this new chapter, Luis severed ties with his old gang, maintaining friendships only with Armando and Enrique. He even made what he thought was his final visit to the underground world of illegal cage fighting, although fate would later draw him back. Working for Tony opened doors to a world Luis had never known. His life was suddenly awash with glamour and money, a stark contrast to his past. This shift, however, came at a cost. Old friends viewed him as a sellout, a yuppie who had abandoned his roots. Despite this, Luis thrived under Tony's tutelage, even taking helicopter flying lessons for business purposes, as evidenced by his Higgins Helitours piloting certificate. He also honed his skills in advanced driving, further equipping himself for the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead in his new life of luxury and responsibility.
You blow yourself up as soon as you walk out the door. You ain't doing this.
I got to. It's the only way you can survive. Get out of my way.
I'm sorry, as much as I'd like to right now, I'm not letting you kill yourself.
How Gay Tony and Luis Lopez took over the city. In the tumultuous year of 2008, Tony found himself in dire straits, struggling to keep his nightclubs afloat. To salvage his sinking empire, he borrowed heavily from loan sharks across Liberty City, including the notorious Ancelotti crime family, plunging into a deep sea of debt. During a routine bank visit to gather funds for Tony, Luis unexpectedly became a witness to a dramatic robbery executed by Nico Bellic and the McCreary brothers, Patrick and Derek, along with their associate Michael Keane. In a shocking twist, fellow hostage Eugene Reaper attempted to intervene, only to fatally shoot Michael and then be killed himself by Patrick and Derek. After this harrowing experience, Luis returned to Tony's apartment, only to confront Rocco Pelosi and Uncle Vince, enforcers from the Ancelotti family, demanding repayment of Tony's debts. Under Tony's desperate pleas, Luis begrudgingly began working for Rocco, though he quickly developed a strong aversion to him. Amidst these challenges, Luis regularly visited his mother, who disapproved of his lifestyle and urged him to pursue college.
Hey, Mommy, I've been working, you know.
I do know that's the problem when you're going back to school.
Despite their differences, Luis remained a dutiful son, even helping her deal with a troublesome loan shark. His old friends, Armando and Henrique, also remained in his life. Luis assisted them in 2 drug deals, both of which unfortunately went south. Luis's journey then led him to Yusuf Amir, an ambitious real estate developer eyeing Tony's clubs, and Maury Kibbutz, another creditor of Tony's. While Yusuf emerged as a true ally, assisting Luis in various endeavors, Maury's egocentric nature quickly soured their relationship. Eventually, after settling Tony's debt, Luis severed ties with Maury. However, he found an unexpected friend in Maury's younger brother Brucey, a kindred spirit often overshadowed and bullied by his older sibling. In a twist of fate, Luis and Tony found themselves entangled in a high-stakes diamond deal. They planned to purchase $200,000 worth of diamonds from a cook aboard the Platypus cargo ship.
These are great. They're great.
Hoping to sell them at a profit. However, their plans went awry when the Lost MC biker gang, led by Johnny Klebitz, ambushed them. In the chaos, Luis valiantly fought off the bikers, but Johnny managed to kill Tony's boyfriend Evan and seize the diamonds, plunging Tony deeper into debt. Fortune smiled briefly when Tony learned of a diamond exchange at the Libertonian. Luis, seizing the opportunity, disrupted the deal involving Nico Bellic, Johnny Klebitz, and the Jewish mob. He reclaimed the diamonds and made a daring escape in Yusuf's Golden Buzzard, a helicopter he had previously acquired for Yusuf. The plot thickened when Luis and Tony encountered Ray Bulgarin at Maisonette 9. Bulgarin offered to assist with Tony's debts in exchange for Luis's services. However, the alliance turned sour when Bulgarian, learning of their involvement with the diamonds, accused them of theft and betrayal. The diamonds, it turned out, were his. In a dramatic confrontation, Luis narrowly escaped Bulgarin's trap, but the threat loomed large. Bulgarin was relentless in his pursuit. Amidst this turmoil, Luis and Tony considered returning the diamonds to Bulgarian. However, they were soon coerced into trading them for Gracie Ancelotti, kidnapped by Nico Bellic and Patrick McCreary. The exchange was sabotaged by Bulgarin's men, but Luis and Tony managed to rescue Gracie, returning her to her father and settling their debts with the Ancelotti family. The diamonds, however, were lost forever. The saga took another dark turn when Rocco, acting on behalf of Giovanni Ancelotti and Bulgarin, presented Luis with a grim ultimatum: kill Tony or face their wrath. Torn but resolute, Luis met with Tony, Rocco, and Vince at Maisonette 9. In a decisive moment, Luis chose loyalty over survival, shooting Vince but sparing Rocco on Tony's counsel to avoid further conflict with the Ancelotti family.
You fucking moron!
Their loyalty tested, Luis and Tony then bravely defended themselves against Bulgarin's men, who stormed the club in a final attempt to eliminate them. In the aftermath of their harrowing encounter, Tony, overwhelmed by the threat of Bulgarin's vengeance, contemplated fleeing Liberty City.
Packing up and I'm leaving town. I'm heading to a spa town in the desert. It's been nice knowing you.
Don't be stupid, T.
However, Luis, ever the steadfast companion, convinced him that it was time to confront their problems head-on. He urged Tony to wait for him in Meadows Park while he embarked on a daring mission to dismantle Bulgarin's criminal empire. Luis's first target was Bulgarin's heroin stash hidden at Firefly Island. Successfully obliterating the supply,
Okay, this is personal.
he encountered Bulgarin's right-hand man, Timur, who revealed that Bulgarin was planning a swift escape from the city via his private jet at Francis International Airport. After a fierce confrontation, Luis eliminated Timur and raced to the airport, aided by Yusuf, who valiantly used his buzzard to dispatch the Russians blocking Luis's path. In a dramatic climax, Luis boarded Bulgarin's jet just as it was about to take off. Amidst the chaos of the flight, he bravely fought and defeated Bulgarin and his henchmen. In a desperate final act, Bulgarin detonated a grenade, destroying the plane.
Shoot me, you'll blow a whole plane up. I'll take my chances.
Miraculously, Luis managed to parachute to safety, landing back in the heart of Liberty City. Reunited with Tony in Meadows Park, Luis was met with heartfelt gratitude for his courageous actions that ultimately saved Tony's business. Their moment of triumph was briefly interrupted by Yusuf, who appeared with yet another offer to purchase Tony's clubs. However, in a show of solidarity and newfound resolve, Tony and Luis declined the offer, choosing to keep their clubs as a family business, at least for the foreseeable future.
To a son. I'm sorry, Luis. I love you. Goodbye.
Tony, come on, man.
Goodbye. I love you. Shit. Shit.
Fuck! Fuck is wrong with you, you dumb prick? Huh? Get up!
What happened to Luis after the game? Is he alive or dead? In the aftermath of the tumultuous events of the Ballad of Gay Tony, Luis's life entered a period of relative calm. He reached out to Maury, who surprisingly revealed a change of heart. This transformation, sparked by a punch from Brucey, led Maury to join a real kibbutz. However, true to his nature, Maury remained tight-fisted with his wealth. A poignant moment unfolded when Luis called his mother. For the first time in the game, she expressed pride in her son. Yet she couldn't resist urging him one last time to consider college, a path she had long hoped he would take. Attempts to contact Rocco were met with the revelation that he had left Liberty City, his voicemail serving as the only farewell. The story hinted at a significant change for Tony and Luis. It was implied that they eventually accepted Yusuf's lucrative offer to franchise their nightclubs, Maisonette 9 and Hercules. This decision seemingly led Tony to leave Liberty City, as evidenced by his number being removed from Luis's phone after the storyline concluded. Fast forward to 2018, the narrative shifted to Los Santos, where Tony re-emerged with ambitions of establishing a successful nightclub. In the after-hours update of Grand Theft Auto Online, Tony partnered with the GTA Online protagonist to open a new club. While Louis' fate remained a mystery, a photo of him in Tony's office at the club suggested that their bond endured, hinting that they remained good friends despite the distance and the passage of time. Today's video is finished, guys. If you had fun watching what we did in this video, please show us some love by liking and subscribing. Till next time.
You all. I don't care what people say. Tony Prince and Luis Lopez could not be stopped.